YouTube, it's your boy Thunderettes 405. I'm back and I'm live. Me and Kiyoshi. We wanted to show you guys the updated bearded dragon bioactive enclosures. Stay tuned. So here we have my baby girl Azula, and as you can see, her live plants are thriving. I have some creeping something, man. I keep forgetting the name of this dang plant. It's some creeping, dang, it pisses me off. That is rosemary and creeping thyme. That's the name of it. Rosemary and creeping thyme. And then we have basil. There's some basil back here hiding. We got, I put that in a couple of weeks ago or whatever, but that's in there. We got reindeer moss, as you can see. Reindeer moss. And then I did a top layer. I came back and did this top layer, and I'm gonna tell you why. That's some bioactive stuff. But I came back and did a top layer of sphagnum moss, and the reason I did this with some reindeer moss here and there, and also my neighbor, he has dang, the leaves, man, this makes me mad. Not sphagnum, crap. It's called something. I can't remember the name of these dang leaves, but you can buy them in bags from the Bio Dude or from exotic shops. But I got mine free, and I disinfected them with a bucket of water and a little bit of bleach. And what I did was I let them sit in the bleach it was just a little bleach and water, and I let them sit in there for about an hour, 2 hours. And then what I did was I rinsed off the leaves maybe 5 to 7 times. But as you can see, man, she's loving it. And honestly, this baby girl just came out of a shed, and she's back in one. She is growing pretty fast. Ain't that right, Azula? Azula. She loves her cave. She goes in there and she digs around and does all kind of stuff in there. But yeah, she loves that cave. And she also digs over here on the side of it and go kind of like under it. But I covered it up. I don't like her doing that. And right here, she normally takes a poop off this branch, and it goes down here somewhere. And within a day or two, maybe 2 days, the poop is gone. So that's one thing I love about it. She has some creeping, whatever I said this was right here, thyme, and it died. That was a very little one that I put in here in the very beginning, and it was one over here, a small rosemary, but I don't remember where it said. This succulent is probably still alive, but yeah, the whole thing is doing good. We have iso whites, orange isopods, powder blues, and springtails inside of here, with also some mealworms and superworms spread out. And I do hope a few of them turn into beetles and don't die. That way the beetles can help pick up anything dirty or any mold or anything like that. And something else I want to tell you guys. For my cleanup crew, I'll sprinkle some Rapashi birdie buffet in there, or some crested gecko buffet. I mean, crested gecko diet or whatever. But yeah, man, I try to keep my my cleanup crew pretty good. Let me cut this heater off. I don't want to burn up Kiyoshi. But I do keep my bearded dragons in the garage. I have a heater, and at night I cut on their ceramic heater, and the floor heater, the space heater, keeps it around 76, 77 with the ceramic heaters. So they are in the garage, but they stay warm. You know, this space over here is around 80, 77 degrees, even with this light off. So E-Ray loves his Bioactive setup. As you can see, he was gaping a little bit, but this guy is so in love with his Bioactive setup. He used to never go out and run around and play unless back when he was a baby, early juvenile stage. He's still a juvenile. He's only 7 months. And the thing about it is, soon as I put the Bioactive stuff in, man, this is creeping thyme, and then rosemary, and then a succulent. I was gonna put another plant in, but I think I'm doing real good with these live plants, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way. That's some Rapace Beardy Buffet. But yeah, man, the leaves on top with the sphagnum moss, man, like this is great. And then, as you can see, you got soil under here. This is the hot side, and it stays pretty dry. It stays pretty dry over here, but over here, I keep it kind of moist. And maybe right here too, but it'll dry up pretty good because of the heat, but it is kind of wet, you know. But that's 70%, maybe even 80% topsoil, eco earth, and coconut fiber. So I only have maybe 20 to 15% sand inside of the terrarium, but that is their substrate. The bottom part is mostly 80% topsoil, coconut fibers, and what did I say? And then play sand. So yeah, about 20%, 15% play sand. But I have sphagnum moss mixed inside the substrate underneath, and then on the top, this guy, I got tired of him digging up everything. I threw sphagnum moss and my leaves on top. Magnolia leaves, that's what they are. So my neighbor has a magnolia tree, and I went over, I found the dead ones, and I even plucked some live ones that were about to die, and I threw them in. And honestly, man, you can't beat this. The cleanup crew, these plants, man, if you don't believe in Bioactive setups, man, take my word for it. It's nothing about this Bioactive setup that I regret. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. I love this Bioactive setup, and if you can do Bioactive, do it. It's the greatest thing. Like I say, my beardies, they come out and they play way more than they ever played, and man, they just love it. Even Azula, man, Azula, she used to sit in one spot also, like a lot. Like she would just sit in one spot and not go anywhere. But now she's running around and playing and having a good time. So these bearded dragons do love Bioactive setups if you give it to them, man. If you give them the chance to have a Bioactive setup, they will love it, and they will love you for it. And man, I recommend it, like highly recommend it. This guy ate a lot today. I think he was trying to go into brumation a few weeks ago, but you know, I got the heat up on him, and so now he's pretty active. He ate a big meal today, like I say. Ain't that right, E-Ray? Buddy? Ain't that right, man? You doing all right today? Huh? Yeah. Say, I'm doing all right, Daddy. But yeah, man, they love it. Like, they really do. Like, give them a chance to get a Bioactive setup, and they'll show you that they will use it. Facts, man. They love it. And this guy is 21 inches and about 410 grams. He's a monster, man. I can't wait till he hits a year old. Every time somebody come over for a terrarium that I built, because I build these for people. I built probably about 22 at the moment. But everybody that come over, man, they be like, how old is that guy? Is he 2 years, a year and a half, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, nah, man, he's still a baby. He's still a juvenile. But yeah, this fat girl right here, she loves her. She loves that middle part, that wood, that hide over there. She jumps all on that thing and floats over here. She takes poops inside of the creeping thyme. She loves taking poops in that and off of this little thing right here. But other than that, man, I have no regrets. For real, man. So y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Get you some isopods, get you some real substrate and some real plants, man, and get your bioactive cracking. And drop a comment if you have a bioactive setup and let me know. But this is dope, man. It really is. It really is wonderful. Y'all be good, man. Thrash, like, pound, and subscribe. Your boy Thunder Up. Herp out.